What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the collective clips where you already know. That's baby to go. I'm about to get it in, but before I get it in, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun is kicking. I appreciate the support, man, and I'm very humble. And I say put it on all notifications because YouTube be tripping sometimes and they only shoot out notifications to who they want to. It's a hard game, man, but you got to grind, right? Consistency is bliss, and I'm going to stay consistent, man. That's just what I do. Anyways, man, this is a whole new super, and I don't know who's tapped in to watch it, but it's called Super Crybabies on the YouTube Yarda. There's a gang of them, and I've been holding on to this one like in vogue for a minute, right? I didn't really want to speak on it, but I said, you know what? Today is the day. Fuck it, man. Let's talk about Super Crybabies. Now, who are Super Crybabies? We're talking about individuals, grown men and women on social media that have a bone to pick with the gun or people that I associate with for no reason at all other than I don't like him.
He doesn't help me, right?
Like it's my responsibility as a grown man to help another man, start a channel or create a movement or a lane. None of that shit is my business, nor am I challenged to do it, right? I don't have to. See, when I started YouTube, I did it my own self. Everything that I've done has been me, my creation. And any backlash and hatred I get, I'm going to get because people don't like me because they're either jealous, envious, or they have a fucking righteous bone to pick. Whatever it is, I'm not tripping, yo. All right, I'm not tripping. But I've been noticing lately, there's a lot of people that have my name all up in their dick suckers more than anything. Case in point, we're going to talk about someone that I haven't talked about for a minute, right? Or I haven't never even made a video really about them or mentioned them. We're going to talk about my baby mama's old man, right? They call him Scribble Face, aka Chalkboard, aka I'm not a Northern Rider no more, nor am I a skinhead no more, right? And the reason I'm even doing this video talking about this dude is because he just can't stop running his fucking he likes dick in his mouth. It's weird, right? I've heard everything from, he took my old lady from me and kicked me out of the city of Merced. First and foremost, what about the kids in between? Don't stop it. Just stop it, man. This guy was nowhere in the picture. There was a whole bunch of other men in the picture in between me and him, right? More him with men. But, I can't be knocked for a chick that I left, right? Let's just be totally honest here. Someone that I broke up with. But I've heard that, he ran me out of town. He did this. But let me tell you guys a little story. So where I live, I've had full custody of my daughter for the last 9 years. And the mother hasn't been, as involved as she should be. And I don't blame her. It's a victim of circumstances. When you don't work and you just receive welfare and food stamps and stuff like that, it's going to be hard for you to accumulate the funds to visit as much as you would like to your child. Now, I don't know about you, but me, I'm going to move mountains and molehills, right? I'm going to do whatever I can or whatever I have to do to visit my child. I'm going to do it because I'm a parent and I love my kid, right? But, you're going to have situations, and I'm human and I understand others are human, and I don't knock anyone because not everyone has hustle like I have hustle, right? So when we came to an agreement to meet halfway, to facilitate some type of involvement in my child's life, it was all good. The first time, it was all good in the hood, man. I dropped my daughter off. It was an overnight thing. She stood at the motel with her mother and I guess her boyfriend, which is Scribble Guy. And according to my kid, it was cool. She got to see her mom for the first time in 8 years. It was all good. It was all good, right? And I was happy that she was happy, and that's all that mattered to me. Now, at the same time, I was very leery about these fucking weird guys that my baby's mom be bringing around. But at the same time, what can you do? As a parent, man, you just got to hope and pray that the other parent has enough wherewithal, enough knowledge that you can't get in college to understand, man, your child's protection and safety should be first and foremost. That's all I could do as a father, right? I stood in the area. I was very close. I was within 5 minutes stomping distance in case I had to do the Wes Watson on someone's ass, right? But nothing happened. So the next time, we were able to facilitate a year later a visit. I was there promptly. And this was the first time that I met this guy, Scribble Guy. And there was a whole lot of handshakes, hugs, no mean mugs or shoulder shrugs. It was all good. In fact, he was trying to sell me a dog, and it was all, hey, homie, what's this? What's up with this and that? And it was all cool. It was all love. You know, in fact, man, I went back telling my peoples like, hey, that dude's pretty cool, man. I mean, he's ugly as sin, but, you know, to each their own. I mean, baby mama, she's doing the best she can at this point, right? So it was all good. Next thing you know, all of a sudden, I'm this, I'm that. There's court cases, and this guy's punking me, and I put my head down and all this. Wow, right? Fabrication at its best. None of that ever happened, you know, and I'm supposedly an abuser, and I'm supposedly this and a that, yet I still have full custody of my kid. It's weird, right? Anyone with all these type of charges and things that people say and that they run their dick suckers on YouTube, what's going on here? Why do I have custody, right? And I'm not here to throw it in anyone's face. I'm just being the truth. That the fact of the matter is, this guy continues to run his dick muscle suckers all over YouTube and constantly bash someone. Now, let me explain something to you. I've helped a lot of people create YouTube channels, a lot of these super crybabies. And there's guys that all of a sudden, when they get a few views, couple thousand views, they don't need gun no more. They blow up, man. And all of a sudden they hate me. They hate me. They're envious of me. I'm an asshole. I'm a punk because I won't continue to help them be a man. I don't know how to teach a man to be a man. You know, I've never had a son. I only have four daughters. I can't teach you to be a man. I can only make suggestions. So we've had dudes like that are crybabies that continue to cry. And I'm going to say, cry me a river, Justin Timberlake, right? Come on, Brandon Elliott. Keep crying me a river, because at the end of the day, nothing you say or do on YouTube makes any type of sense. And you're a double DO, bro. And let's be honest with you, man. You keep dropping out of everything that you involve yourself in. And it's only a matter of time till my baby mama wises up and says, Cuss. And then you're out on the curb. I think this whole new administration and them kicking you off Section 8 is going to really hurt your guys' relationship. I hope not. But sorry, I'm going to be all right. I'm always going to be all right, right? And then there's other super crybabies, people that I've helped in the past to create channels that blew up on YouTube, that go behind my back and tell people, hey, man, I won't fucking take no advice from Gun. Oh, yeah, what about when I helped you start your LLC? Or how about when I helped you figure out how to put commercials into your videos? Or how about when I gave you fucking the game on how to create thumbnails? Or how about this? Or how about that? It's a whole bunch of how abouts because I how about it like a motherfucker, right? You know, I just don't understand these crybabies. People that go onto social media and instead of embracing it and saying, you know what? Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate all the support. You know, there's dudes that do that all the time. There's guys that want to slander your character, run you through the mud. But here's what they all have in common. They all fucked with me at some point. And no, it's not that I did them all dirty and that's the reason why they backed up, because most of these dudes, I backed up off them. Here's the facts. The facts are, you're never going to be like me. There's only one Gun. Just like there's one Dubs, there's one this guy, one that guy. There's only one. Now, I'm not here to tell you how to content create. I'm not here to tell you what you can say and what you can't say, but you keep making fools of yourself. It takes a fool to learn, right? And I mean, blatant lies, blatant disrespect, and it's cool, man. Well, you ain't gonna do nothing anyways, Gun. Well, they definitely ain't. You don't know how many times I've been told, pull up, like they ain't got no gas money. Fact is, they don't got any gas money. So I guess I would have to be the one to pull up. Nope, sorry. I'm not the 7-foot black guy pulling up to the gym to get hit in the mouth with a belt buckle. That ain't me. I'm going to continue to stay in my lane and do my videos. You know, you have guys that, oh, Gunner's a liar and he's an asshole and he does this and he does that. People continue to watch what I put out, man. I try to keep it as actual and factual as possible. Is there a little tapatio in videos? Everyone does it a little bit, little clickbaitish. They do it, right? Me, myself, I'm going to talk about actual events that I've been involved in or that have happened around me. And that's the truth. I'm not going to speak on prison politics. I'm not going to talk about organizations. Have I in the past? I have. Absolutely, man. I learned my lesson, right? I realized, man, that speaking about certain things can get you caught up. So I chose not to. Case in point, Renegade Media, right? I want to send a big shout out, some respects to 59J Renegade Media, you know, because there's a lot of people that try to pit us against each other, try to make that comparison. Okay, I'm the Gun, and I consider him the Temu version Gun, right? And this is why. Great content, Great way of spitting and speaking. Great, not a great rapper, but great everything else, right? But the fact is, you know, when you first started, the truth is, I helped you. Maybe not tremendously, but I helped you the best way I could. You called me, I did not call you, right? And you would think there would be some type of respect there, but there isn't. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say Jay acknowledges and goes in on me and talk shit because he does not, right? But there's a lot of people that try to pit us against each other constantly. Hey, he said this about you. He said that about you. The fact is, I could care less what he says about me or anyone else. He's going to make his bed and lay in it. I have no issues nor problems with that guy. There's no hatred or envy. Oh, you're just mad because he got more subscribers than you. No, he doesn't. He really doesn't. You know, I don't get what people are blind. They can't see. I just don't understand. The fact is he's doing what he does, and we are totally two different people. But I respect the fact that he stays consistent, that he listened to the game that I gave him saying, stay consistent, stay humble. Maybe to be real, he didn't copy. He didn't copy on that one. But he's saying his stories, man, and those are his stories and whatever. Okay. I'm just here to tell you I have no issues with that guy. Do I have some issues with some of the things he does? Yeah. If it reflects bad on other content creators or puts us in jeopardy, yeah, I'm going to have an issue with that. But as far as personally, I could care less, man. You know, I'm not going to trolls and people are not going to use me as clickbait or take a clip from me talking shit about that guy. Whatever I have to say to him, I would definitely say right in his mascara, straight up. But there are a lot of dudes that will sit here and say, oh, man, that dude's a dropout. Oh, that dude's a clown. That dude's a punk. But they're talking about me and making videos constantly, all the time. If I'm all that, if you're an active gang member and I'm a fucking a dropout piece of shit, this whatever, rat, whatever you want to say I am, right? Then why do you constantly talk about me? I'm not to be acknowledged, right? I don't acknowledge you. Why do you acknowledge me? It's crazy. Hey, it makes you fucking kind of think about who's active and who isn't now. You know, I'm actively a father and I'm actively not going to give them the time of day. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, man, this YouTube yada bullshit, these super crybabies, they're going to continue to cry, wah, ah, and they're not going to fucking ever come up. They're too busy worried about another man and worried about what another man's doing instead of staying on their hustle and their grind and in their lane. So I'm going to continue to do what I do because I've put out examples. I put out the recipe. And if you don't want to follow it, well, fuck you. Straight up. Now, there are a lot of guys, man, that are not crybabies, guys that are strivers that work hard. There's never been, and this is a fact, you can ask all these weirdos, there's never been anyone that hasn't contacted me that I have not tried to give game to or help them in anything. There are guys, man, that I used to lightweight beef with, or we had a difference of opinion. I don't even want to call it a beef. It never was that. But maybe a lightweight difference of opinion. And at the end of the day, guess what? Stronger minds prevailed. We said, you know what, homie? What were we doing? Letting other people instigate and factor into our equation. You can't factor into some. I'm something like Einstein. You're something like fucking Henry Weinstein. You know what I mean? It's just different. So, you know, I see a lot of things going on YouTube, and I'll tell you guys, and I'm going to give you some fucking klecha right here. Super crybabies. The best way to achieve on YouTube is to create a lane and do something someone else isn't doing. When you try to copy and then you want to sit there and tell people like you're the originator, that you did it first. And, you know, who gives a fuck if you did it first or second? You know, the fact is you did it, right? But if you want to step on another man's tail or knock another man down, it's never going to work. People have tried it and they're all working at Wiener Schnitzel, Uber Eats, or at the flea market selling fake eyelashes to fucking tiradas. I'm telling you, this shit doesn't work, man. So there's a lot of super crybabies. And I want to talk about some of these guys that will just make up straight blatant fucking lies nowadays. They'll just create a video out of thin air and just be like, this is truth, this is facts. We're talking about guys that have never even been in the state of California or incarcerated, guys that have never been on a level 4 yard talking about level 4 politics. Bro, how do you know? Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? You can't, because The Rock was on level 4. So you can't ever talk about somewhere you've never actually been. That's why when people ask me, hey, Gun, can you tell me about the federal prison system? I can't. I've never been there. Don't know. Can't tell you, right? I can only tell you what I know. You know how many people, there was one guy a long time ago, man, super troll. God, man, didn't end well for him. That's a fact. But this guy was in on me every day. Well, I mean, making up lies. Gunner sent the police to my house. Gunner did this, Gunner did that. I mean, Gunner. Every day I was like, damn, Gunner always fucking up, huh? I was speaking in the third person, like, damn, Gunner, stop already. And the truth is, right, this guy, you know why he was mad at me? He used to be a super supporter. You know why he got upset with me? Straight up, I'll tell you why he got upset with me. Because I didn't do a spiel about his city. I never been to his city. I didn't know anything about his city. Why would I do a spiel, some content about your city to make you feel good if I've never been there, bro? That turned him into the ultimate hater. Gunner's he's a liar. Oh, I was all truth until I wouldn't talk about your shit, huh? So I'm just saying, man, you guys keep your eyes on the prize. Understand that there's a lot of the shenanigans and bullshit that goes around. Do your research. Do your homework, man. There's a lot of guys that talk shit for no other reason than to talk shit. You know, there's a lot of solid people out there, man, that do want to create content, that do want to do good, man. And if we stick together as content creators and help each other, man, we blow up. Case in point, my baby mama's old man, if he would have came at me like, hey, Gun, I see you're making your money, doing your thing, bro. I'm trying to get on too. I would have helped that dude tremendously because it was in the best benefit of me and for him and his children. I mean, someone got to help him with his kids, right? He ain't doing it. I would have helped him. But guess what? Instead, he chose to be a jealous man over a woman that I haven't wanted for over 10 years, right? Had plenty of chances and opportunity to, reach out on the phone. Never did that. To tell people, he's just mad. He just wants my old lady. I could fuck the shit out of your old lady if I wanted to. But I don't want to, bro. She don't want to and I don't want to. See, look, respects. It's not like that. You're fucking mad because we have a kid together. Yeah, my dick was in her mouth before you met her. Dick mouth, that's just it. Don't be mad, bro. That's the world. It's a small world. It's a small world after all, but a big peepa in her mouth after all. That's just the truth. So you're the one looking dumb and jealous talking about me when I don't even trip. But I only wanted to put this out there so you know that it's coming. It's coming pretty soon, man. Everyone's going to find out why you double dropped out and everyone's going to find out, all that shit. Stop it. We're talking about someone who I did a video. It's crazy. It's amazing, right? And I was talking about where I grew up, the area of town I grew up in. This Vato immediately made a video. He's telling about where I live. He put out where I live, put my life in danger. He's talking about where that motherfucker you did. You're talking about where you live. I didn't say you lived in that area. I said I grew up in that area, stupid. And you're so hardcore. What do you care about your life in danger? I walk the motherfucking yarda with my life in danger every day. Stop it, man. You're a super gangster, remember? You're all tatted down. You're a real one. Come on now, stop it. Anyways, there are super crybabies on YouTube, and they're going to continue to cry and make videos about myself, about Dubs, about other people. Real recognizes real, and fakery, well, that's just going to stay fake. I'm going to continue what I do on YouTube. I'm going to continue to do my videos, and I hope I'm not hurting feelings. There's a lot of guys with their feelings hurt. Grown men, strange men, with their feelings hurt. Oh, man, that fool don't deserve the views he gets. I get hated on for everything. Your fucking channel's falling off. You're not getting no views. When they got fucking videos with 50 views, I do that in fucking 2 seconds. And I'm not being arrogant. I'm just being truthful and real. Like, bro, Gunner, you buy subs. No, not necessarily. Right? For what? Whether you watch my video or you don't, whether you support me or you don't, I respect you. And that's a fact. If you notice, if you watch my catalog, man, a lot of these people that have done videos on me, I've addressed very, very few of them. There's been a couple that got under my skin. I'm like, you bitch, right? And I just went off and did the Miguel Myers. But the majority of them, they're inconsequential to my life and what I'm doing. Don't be mad at me because I boned your old lady, or don't be mad at me because you can never have money like me. At the end of the day, you are not a man. And that's the definition of a man is a respectful person, a man that gets up and goes out there and creates and hustles for his family and does what he's supposed to do. You can't be on welfare in Section 8 talking about you're a man just because you fucking work on a few cars. That don't make you a man. That makes you a fucking whoa man. Whoa, man. Right? That's it. Anyways, let's go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for hearing my rant. Again, man, there's nothing that this dude said that got under my skin whatsoever. I'm just tired of these YouTube crybabies that go to the internet to make videos talking shit and crying. Man, you don't understand. They're about the fucking, he does this, he does that. I do a whole lot more that you don't know about, stupid. At the end of the day, I'm going to continue to do me. The fact is, I'm not trying to be a mechanic and do what you do. It's you're trying to do what the fuck I do. I told you a long time ago, you step into my zone, you get smashed on, cabron. That's just what it is. This is the gun, man. Bang, bang. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm tired of these YouTube crybabies. Gunner, why does everybody watch Gunner? Because I'm funny. And you're funny looking. Bang, bang.